What's up guys, it's Kevin from Matters on the Map. And today is the next van build episode, installing our van's roof deck. Today's the next van build episode, installing our rooftop deck. I got some more 80/20, which is the product that I use to get the solar panel roof rack made. So now I am going to be using it again for our rooftop deck that's going to go right behind the fan up there. Alright, so here are all the supplies that I have for my roof rack. As you can see, I have 4 long 54.5-inch wide pieces that are going to stretch across the width of the van, and then I have smaller pieces that are going to connect closer to the max air fan. These 2.5, I think 2 inches, are going to be the support that are going to sit on top of the roof rails, and we'll go like this. I'll just show you. Okay, so here is our 80/20 setup for our roof rack DIY. This is all 80/20 materials, and this is what the setup is going to look like. So it's a 1.5-inch aluminum extrusion with 3 sides, and the top side is what will screw this PVC composite decking board into. And I have another 3-way piece here, and then I have 2 L brackets, and here I forget what this is called. I'll leave a link in the description of the name of these things, but to give support of the 80/20 aluminum so it doesn't bend, and we're able to secure this horizontal bar to the vertical bar. I got these washers from Home Depot, and this is going to go into our rail slides, I hope, in addition to the ones that I got for the 80/20. These are a little thin, and I'm afraid that they could fall out, so I'm just going to put this underneath it and secure that into the roof rail. So in total I'll have 4 of these bad boys, and then I will have a little extension that will go around the max air fan. So let's bring this up onto the van and we'll get this started. So I need to make 3 of these. No, I need to make 10 of these. Basically, I'm taking the short stubby aluminum extrusion. I got 2 L brackets on the side, and then I will use these corner things to connect the horizontal bar that goes across. Alright, it started raining a bit, so I had to shift everything around, but here I have my 4 main bars that are going to go across the width of the van. And this last one here, since it's going to be in the back, I'll show you. I flip it over. This has got 2 solid sides, so when you're looking at the back of the van, it'll be nice and solid, and it'll look a lot better than if you saw the one with the hole in the side for the 80/20 aluminum extrusion. So now I have these pieces to connect and make a U on the front piece, and we'll get that situated once we get up on the van. So here is the front piece of the roof rack, and the max air fan is going to go right in the middle, right here. And what I have here is 2 small pieces that are going to connect to the roof rail, one on both sides, and then I'm going to be using these flat aluminum bars to connect right to there, and then same thing here underneath, on the underneath side of this, and then here would be, there's one right there, and then one right here as well, and this will connect, and hopefully that'll give it enough support you know, if we put all our weight right on this corner, it'll probably bend down, but that's really not the goal. The goal is to just have a full deck and, you know, utilize the right spot for all of our weight and where we'll be sitting and stuff. All right, so here is the front piece that's going to go around the max air fan, and you can see that I have my brackets that go into the roof rails on each 4 corners, and then I have my bars to give support on the U around the max air fan. So this is what's holding and preventing this corner from dropping. So let's flip it over and show you what it looks like. And it's light enough so Taylor can grab it, so it's really not that heavy at all.
What are you saying? I'm not strong?
Maybe.
That's rude.
So if the max air fan in the front of the van is facing forward, this is what it'll look like. And we'll have the wood composite decking hanging across like that. So let's bring it up and let's show you what it looks like. Before bringing the roof rack up, I am just putting the washers in place. So I got an extension washer because the T-nuts are a little thin for these roof rails, so I just wanted extra support and put the washers in. And because of the bolt right here, hopefully you can see that connects the roof rails to the van, I can't slide it with the actual brackets, the end brackets. So I had to put these in first, and I'll have to line it up and then drill it down. Yeah, I'm just making sure we have enough clearance. So this piece has the solid on the top and the back, so when you're looking from it from the back, it's going to be a nice smooth edge, I guess. Now we're just tightening this down, and then we'll measure probably 16 inches between the two, or we're going to measure the distance from this one and the one next to the max air fan, and just we'll divide it in half, or divide it in 4. All right, here it is without the composite decking over it yet. So that's the weakest point right there, and on the other side of the max air fan. Like I said earlier, I kind of wish that I made this type of style rack all the way across, but when I'm thinking about it again, I don't know if it really would have saved us any room. So we got the decking on. It's really strong. I'm gonna put all my weight on it and show you. It's not going anywhere. It's not really even bending. So now it's time to put on the composite decking. And here's an overview of what it looks like. So we got the U around the max air fan. This point and that point are the weakest spots. It does bend a little bit, but we don't really plan on putting too much weight there. It's more just for, you know, storage if we want to put a surfboard up here or something. But so the deck is going to lay across, going this way, and this is about 15 inches apart from each other, which is, I think, within the recommended limits of the composite decking. I think that's 16 inches, so we should be good to go. I'm really pumped, and I'm going to be curious how the screws puncture through this aluminum, and if it strips or anything like that, I'll report how it goes. All right, so we got the roof deck up, or the 80/20 up. Now it's time to cut the composite decking. So this is by TimberTech, and it's PVC composite board, not Trex. It's actually lighter. And this is, I believe, I had it in my notes here and I forgot it. And this is 1.6 pounds per foot, whereas Trex board is 2.6 pounds per foot. So with everything that we're doing in the van, we got to be weight conscious, so I'm trying to find the lightest materials possible. So this is what we're going to go with. What do you think?
I love it. Looks so good.
All right, so we're on part of the deck already, and I'm using these Spax exterior deck screws to screw this composite decking down, and I'm just using a 8/32 drill bit to drill through the aluminum. You got to do that. The screws won't go through it themselves, and I'm using 1.25" screws. All right. It's not hitting anything. 1, 2, 3. 3 more to go. Sorry for Taylor interrupting.
Look at this notepad we have.
What does it say?
Happy camper.
Too bad we don't have a zoom lens. I can't really see it that well. The deck is completed. Jeez.
What?
Making the man rock.
Like, I mean, do you think this is a good place for your shoes?
What the?
They're a hazard.
I mean, seriously.
I could fall.
I think that's a good idea, huh? James?
I'm just testing it out.
It's strong. Let's see if there's any dip in the metal. We're both on this piling and it's all the way through. No problem. Not touching at all. All right, show them how to get down.
I'm a little nervous.
Foot on the top step.
Oh God.
Man, you look like you never hiked before or something.
I won't be drinking up here.
One thing that I completely forgot to do was get end caps from 80/20. So consider that when you're buying this, and get end caps so it's a clean finish on the side of your van. I was also on the fence about building like railings on the side of the roof rack, but after Taylor and I sat up here, we really like being able to hang our legs over the side to watch a sunset or something, or eat a snack or something. So even on the sides here as well, it's just nice to sit on the sides. Make sure if you're going to do that to sand the corners of this, because some are a little sharp edges. So if you just sand it down with like 220 grit paper, probably even like 150, you'd be fine. But yeah, so you can go either way. The only bad thing about not having the rails or like a roll bar is that I can't strap down a lot of things, which I'm thinking about strapping down a longboard, surfboard to the top of this. So I gotta think about how I'm gonna do that. Of cost, the 80/20 was roughly about $415. If you had end caps to it, you're probably looking within like $430. And the composite decking, which is PVC, came out to around $320. So for the total build of this deck, we're looking at under $750. So you're looking at it. It's pretty big. Plenty of space with the solar panels over there. And this is actually pretty strong. It doesn't touch the bottom right here. And same thing on this side as well, which was a big concern of mine, but it's pretty strong. All right guys, so that wraps up this van build episode. If you have any questions on how we installed it, drop a comment below. I'll be sure to answer it. And you know, we were on the fence about do we want a deck or not. And so far, we only took the van on one trip, but really enjoyed watching sunsets up here, and had breakfast as well. So it was really nice. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.